Things are getting interesting in the NBA on ESPN. The T-Wolves come in with an incredibly disciplined offense. Their field goal percentage is ranked up among the best at number 4 in the NBA. They will be challenged in this game versus the Nets, who come in with a very conservative defensive style. Don't expect to see a lot of jumping in the passing lanes because they force very few turnovers. And with that, let's go now to Minnesota, where Bob Steele and Rod West will deliver today's play-by-play. Welcome aboard, fans, and grab a good spot on your sofa. We're here at the Target Center in Minnesota. I'm Bob Steele, and with me as usual is Rod West. Here are the starting lineups for tonight's game. Who do you think's going to put on a show?
Richard Jefferson is a great ball handler, so a lot of pressure rests on his shoulders. The coach is counting on him to play mistake-free basketball.
Rod, thanks. It's time for the player intros.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention courtside for the player introductions. First for the New Jersey Nets. At center, Dikembe Mutombo. At forward, KENYON Martin. Also at forward, Richard Jefferson. At guard, Gary Kittles. Also at guard, Jason Kidd. And now the starting lineup for your Minnesota Timberwolves. At center, from Slovenia, 7 feet, number 8, Rajon Robic. At forward, from Missouri, 6'4", number 44, Anthony Taylor. At the guard position, out of Miami, Ohio, 6'7", number 10, Wally Sarbiak. Also at guard, from Oregon, 5'11", number 7, TERRELL Brandon. Also at forward, out of Farragut Academy, 6'11", number 21, Kevin.
The Nets take the tip-off to start the game.
Ball.
Passes it.
Turn 4-5.
In the paint. Kicks it out. Martin now has it. It's stolen.
To push it inside, that was a nice start, but you got to have the passing lane first. There was just way too much traffic in there to let a pass like that fly.
Inside. Takes a turnaround Jay. Brings the first bucket of the game. The combo inbounds the ball. The Nets are just behind here, 2-0. Kittles passes. Caught by Martin. 7 on the shot clock. They're inside. At the foul line. Off the front rim and missed by Martin. The defensive rebound by Nesterovic. Just over 4 minutes here in the first quarter. Passes. Gets aggressive.
Ball.
Botches the lay-in. Nice rebound by the 6-year man out of Villanova. Just under 4 minutes here in the first quarter. Bounce pass.
Roll it. Clear up.
7 seconds to shoot. Lets it go from the wing. Doesn't get it all the way there.
Good rebound on the inside.
Brandon with the ball.
He read that pump fake perfectly. Made a quick stab at the ball and then came away with the steal. Nice anticipation.
Gets the board. Puts it back up for Deuce. The combo with the inbound. Just over 3 minutes here in the first quarter. Kidd passes it. Grab by Kittles.
Get him. Watch out inside.
7 on the shot clock.
Watch out.
Gets vertical. Just under 3 minutes here in the first quarter. Into the low post.
Garnett.
Fades away inside. Gets the kind bounce off the back rim. Passes it. Passes. Shoots from 13 feet out. Puts too much on it.
Kid is only an average shooter in the best of conditions, and with the defender all over him, that certainly wasn't the best condition.
Brandon stepped on the line, and they'll give the ball up.
You know they've got those lines painted there for a reason. A good player knows exactly where he is at all time and does not slip out of bounds like that.
The Nets have the ball but are trailing 6-0. Kittles dishes it off. It's rejected. Passes it. Pass low post. Puts it up inside. He gets the first of two. He gets them both. Martin throws it in. Just under 2 minutes here in the first quarter. Kidd launches from beyond the arc. Tickles the twine.
Kidd comes clean right off that pick, and it was pretty simple after that.
Offense just doesn't get any more basic than that, but it works.
The Timberwolves
have it, and they're on an 8-3 run. Inside line. Nice alley-oop finish by Garnett.
Garnett had one thing on his mind when he caught that alley-oop, and it wasn't a layup. The Nets
have it. They're 1 out of their last 4 from the floor. Kidd passes the ball. Jefferson fires from the right block. Out there.
Come on, defense.
The Timberwolves
are on a 10-3 run here. Passes it. Leaves the ground. Gets the layup. Jefferson inbounds the ball. 55 seconds here in the first quarter. Passes. Launches from beyond the arc. Drains the lightly contested shot.
Perfect from the perimeter. He's so good at those. Truly a joy to watch.
Brandon with the rock.
The Timberwolves
can extend their lead this trip down. They'd love to do that. Nesterovic will leave the floor.
Substitution for the Timberwolves.
Jefferson will come off the floor.
Substitution for the Nets.
Martin wants it down low.
Turn 4-5.
Martin makes the pass. They work it in. Takes it back out. Launches from beyond the arc. Can't drop the lightly contested shot.
That's how you fight for the offensive rebound.
Martin capitalizes on the second chance opportunity.
Nice shot. Had the matchup he wanted. Got the points he wanted.
Passes it. Leaps up. Gets the layup. Martin with the inbound.
The Nets
would love to cut into the lead some more with a bucket here. Nabbed by Rogers. Kidd launches from beyond the arc. Kidd from the arc. That's 2 from downtown. Brandon cannons this one the entire length of the court and can't get the buzzer beater. There's the horn, and at the end of one, it's 14-11.
The Timberwolves
have the lead after one period, Rob. What's the key stat as far as you're concerned?
3-point shooting, Bob. The shooting numbers between these two teams aren't even close. They need to forget about those threes and concentrate on maintaining this lead.
I got it. Get him.
Pass to the paint. Springs up. Watches the lay-in.
Way to clean the offensive glass right there, Bob.
Serbiak passes.
The Nets
were the last ones to get a piece of it before it went out of bounds. Jackson throws it in.
The Timberwolves turn it over. He just lost concentration, didn't keep track of his feet, and then lost it out of bounds. He's got to keep his mind in the game, Bob.
Bounce pass. Rogers launches from beyond the arc.
Rodney
Ties the game up.
Rogers.
I got him.
The Timberwolves
Have the ball. They're 3 out of their last 6 from the floor. Hudson has it.
You got ISO. Switch up.
Pass right wing. Brandon releases. Doesn't get it all the way there. Yanks it down inside. Passes.
Help.
Passes it.
Get up.
Goes for the fadeaway. Gets the front rim.
Keep it up.
Hauls it down and puts it back up and in.
Kittle.
Jackson inbounds the ball.
The Timberwolves
Have a big opportunity and can tie it up here.
Out.
Hudson passes it. Serbiak unloads from 10 feet out. Can't answer back.
Serbiak was playing the percentages there. He generally makes that shot, but not that possession.
Kidd works it up court. He's shooting 100% from the arc. Launches from beyond the arc. Can't take the lead.
Kidd had everything going his way, but that wide open 3 wouldn't fall for him.
Pick him up.
Passes.
101.
Uses the crossover. Gets stopped by Mutombo. Serbiak takes a wide open shot. Nails it.
Just wide open on the outside. And I'll tell you, it's all about fundamentals after that. Set, spot, release, and follow it through.
Kidd has the rock. He's 2 out of his last 3 from the arc. Passes it.
Open in.
Lobbed. 7 seconds to shoot. Mutombo shoots. No one's home.
But Mutombo should have known better than to take that one. You have to play within the confines of the game.
Garnett heads up court. He's 3 out of his last 5 from the floor. Count that last jumper by Jackson.
Jackson didn't like what he saw there at first, so he gives a little pump fake to get a better look.
It works like a charm here, too. And after the fake, just lines up for the J and drops it in, Rod. Rogers with the inbound. Kidd has it. He's 2 of 3 from the arc. Passes. Received by Kittles. 7 on the shot clock. Passes it. Rogers shoots from just inside the line. It picks up his 5th point of the quarter. He's got 5 in the game.
They left a big defensive opening out there on the outside, Bob. The offense found that opening, and they exploited it.
Now in the paint. The pass is intercepted.
Smart read by the defensive guy, Bob. He saw what was going down, jumped out to pick the pass.
The Nets work it up court. They're shooting 66% from the arc.
Power get.
Gets cut off by Brandon. Kittles dishes it off. Did I really see that? Let's see it again, Rod.
Excellent concentration here. Takes the jumper, gets hit, and still manages to drop in the bucket. Great play.
Got to be strong to make a play like that.
Hey, defensively, you never want to foul a jump shooter. Challenge it aggressively, but don't bail him out and hurt your own team by giving up the bucket and the foul.
He completes the 3-point play. Nesterovic comes back in after sitting on the bench for a while. Mutombo will head to the bench. Nesterovic throws it in.
The Timberwolves
Have the rock. They're 2 out of their last 6 from the floor. Passes.
Roll it. Stay tight inside.
Pass to the wing. Peeler takes a turnaround J. Puts too much on it.
Peeler must have realized that he had an average defender on him and put up that shot. The problem is that he's just an average shooter.
The J was off the mark by Jefferson.
Tell you what, can't argue with that. Obvious foul.
He gets the first of 2. He gets the ball.
Brandon passes the ball.
Bobby out. Howard get.
Brandon passes the ball. 7 seconds to shoot.
Switch up.
Passes it. Healer elevates. Gently drops it in.
Williams
Inbounds the ball.
Pick him up.
Kidd brings it up. He has 6 points from the arc.
Martin
Is asking for it in the post.
Go inside.
They push it inside. Tosses it back out. Pass back. In low.
I got him.
7 on the shot clock.
Fires from the post. Gets back iron and out.
That's a nice job fighting on the offensive front.
Serbia will leave the floor.
Substitution for the Timberwolves.
Mutombo will come back in the game.
Substitution for the Nets.
Get him.
16 seconds here in the second quarter.
Hudson
Makes the pass.
Green coming.
Hudson
Takes the quick shot. Doesn't get the tough shot.
They got a break on that one, Bob. That shot's going to fall 99% of the time.
The Nets
could add to their lead with a bucket this trip down.
Clear out.
got it off in time, but the buzzer beater was missed by Martin.
We've reached halftime with the score
25-20. Let's go studio side. Here's Clark's recap of the first half. Welcome to the ESPN Halftime Update. Let's review what went on in the first 2 quarters. The Nets have been hitting the 3-ball with ease out there in the first half. Their outside shot is keeping them in this game, so I expect to see more of the same in the second half. Kevin Garnett, in the first half, has a total of 6 points and 1 steal. That makes him our Sega Sports Hot at the Half player. That's our halftime report. Make sure to tune in to the ESPN postgame show at the conclusion of the game. Let's send it back to Bob and Rod.
Substitution for the Timberwolves.
Smith with the inbound.
Timberwolves.
Passes.
Line it up.
Gets stopped by Kidd. Pass caught by Kidd.
Nice steal by the D. Let him try and work that crossover move, and then you make sure you're right there to take the ball. Great play.
Kidd now has it.
Stay in.
Jefferson shoots, bounces off the left rim and out.
That's nice heads-up play on D. The Timberwolves
Have it. They're shooting 50% from the floor. Bounce pass. Gets airborne. Martin is whistled for blocking.
That's his first
Foul of the game.
First team foul.
He completes the three-point play. Mutombo
Throws it in.
Kidd has an opportunity to get his third 3 of the night this trip down.
Turn 4-5.
Kittles launches from beyond the arc.
Can't drop the lightly contested shot.
Garnett continues to pressure the offense into coughing it up and coming away with big-time steals. A few more plays like that, and they just might squeak by with this one.
Passes it.
Garnett
Puts it up from a step inside the line. Can't tie it up.
He's almost a guaranteed deuce from that range, but the D kept a little bit closer than his shadow. He's going away empty-handed.
went in for the layup, but it's off the mark by Martin.
The Timberwolves
Can tie it up with a basket this trip down. Smith
Passes.
Good job. Help down low.
Garnett
Goes with the leaner.
Penetrate.
can't connect.
Penetrate.
Garnett had more positives going for him than negatives on that shot, but he comes away with nil.
Quick.
Inside pass. Fades away inside. Gets the front rim.
Kenyon Martin has just an average inside game, and that's the problem. You never know what to expect when he takes it in there.
Passes.
Ball. Watch the screen.
Brandon
With the ball.
Last 85.
7 seconds to shoot.
Bobby out.
Puts it up. Can't sink the well-defended shot.
Kevin Garnett had the straitjacket clamped on him out there. Nice defensive stop.
Get him. Watch the screen.
Passes it. In the paint.
7 on the shot clock. Kittle lets it go from the wing.
Doesn't get it all the way there.
Tittles must have realized that he had an average defender on him and put up that shot. The problem is that he's just an average shooter.
86 stuck in.
Passes. Loose ball.
Switch up.
Goes with the crossover. Passes it.
Passes it.
Nesterovic lets it go from 17 feet out. Gets fouled. He'll shoot a pair.
Can't have that kind of contact going up for the shot. That will get the foul every single time.
Serviette looks fresh coming back on the floor. Serviette will come off the floor. Mutombo inbounds the ball.
I got him.
Kidd is at the controls. He's shooting 66% from the arc.
Heat up.
Passes.
Light.
Uses the crossover. Puts it up.
Good rebound on the inside.
Can't get the tap to fall by Martin.
13 double.
Garnett is looking for the ball. Rises up. It's blocked.
What a denial, Bobby. Got that hand up there and sent it back down. Great job.
Kidd works it up court. He's 2 out of his last 3 from the arc.
3 and 5.
Inside. Releases from close range. Can't stop the drought.
The Timberwolves
Have the ball. They're 1 out of their last 6 from the floor. Brandon passes it.
Screen coming.
7 seconds to shoot.
Passes
Deflected. And it's loose inside.
Oh, great play. See, he was right where he had to be to take that play down. Position is so important when you're blocking the shot.
it. Passes.
They're inside. Goes to the hook. Rolls it off the far side of the rim, then in. Nesterovic with the inbound. 29 seconds here in the 3rd quarter.
Passes it.
Goes with the crossover. Goes up strong. The Nets are at the controls. They're 3 out of their last 6 from the arc. Shoots from the top of the key. Gets back iron and out. And hurls it from 3-quarter court. Gets right iron, no good. We've just finished the 3rd quarter. The score, 27-27.
The Timberwolves
They have played it even going into the 4th. What have you noticed statistically, Rod?
field goal percentage, Bob. They haven't been able to turn their superior shooting numbers into a lead on the scoreboard. If they can't take advantage of outshooting the opposition, then maybe you don't deserve it.
Substitution for the Timberwolves.
Jefferson throws it in.
Pick him up. Screen coming. Your power set.
Kidd dishes it off. He's all alone. Rejected hard, and it's loose inside.
Bobby, he has such great anticipation. He's easily one of the best shot blockers in the league.
Well, definitely, Rod. He lets their perimeter defenders take more risk when they know they have a big-time shot blocker backing them up like that. Into the low post. Fades away inside. Can't tie it up.
I got to tell you this one, boy. They have got to be thanking their lucky stars that that one didn't drop. He's used to making those.
Passes.
Pick coming. What's the clear out?
Out right wing. Takes the turnaround J. Brandon takes a beautiful dish and gets his 7th assist. Kidd has it. He has 6 points from the arc.
15. Stay in, stay in.
Passes it. Fires. Can't answer back.
Tittles has a decent mid-range jumper, so that's a good shot even though it didn't fall for him.
Brandon passes the ball.
5 on 2.
Kickback.
Help down low.
7 on the shot clock. Knocked off course. Launches from beyond the arc.
Hey, take the
Can't get it to fall.
Smith is a good shooter from long distance, but the defender met the challenge on that one.
Push by.
Passes. Springs up. Down it goes. Nice finger roll. Smith inbounds the ball. Brandon brings it up. He's 2 out of his last 6 from the floor. Passes it. Puts it up inside. That call was too easy. Goaltending all the way.
Substitution for the Timberwolves.
Kidd with a bucket here. He can get his 10th point of the game.
Tried to get all fancy-schmancy with that crossover, but the D played him straight up and drew the foul. That's heads-up defense, Bobby.
Brandon makes the pass. Healer wants it down low. They work it in. They push it inside. He uses the crossover. Gets pickpocketed.
That is not how you play this game. Definitely too risky of a pass in that situation. Here's a tip. Pass around people, not through them.
Passes. 7 on the shot clock. Passes it. Kidd lets it go from 17 feet out. Has now hit double figures. Smith with the inbound. Just over 2 minutes here in the 4th quarter. Pass low post. It's sent away, and it's loose inside.
Oh, he blocked the shot, but his coach can't be happy with how that went down. He had terrible position, which made it especially tough to make the block.
Jefferson passes. Matambo releases. Bounces it off the short side and in.
His forte is in shooting, and so it was a crapshoot on that one. His number came up, he makes the basket. That's called being a player.
Smith with the rock. Launches from beyond the arc. Gets right iron, no good.
That's a tough defensive matchup, but they did play it pretty good, and they prevented the three.
Garnett will come back onto the floor.
Substitution for the Timberwolves.
Garnett throws it in. Brandon works it up court. He's 2 of 6 from the floor. Top of the key. Brandon had his pass go out of bounds, and they give the ball up. The Nets have a chance to take the lead here late in the 4th. Passes. Pass back. Kittle shoots. Doesn't get the tough shot.
He has got to stick that open jumper. No one is happy with that shot. Not him, and definitely not his coach.
Healer passes it.
Timeout,
The Timberwolves
Timberwolves.
will take a timeout here.
They can go 2 for 1 here if they want, Bob. Let's see how they manage the clock.
Passes it. 7 seconds to shoot. Goes with a fadeaway. Gets the climb bounce off the back rim.
Timeout net.
Martin inbounds the ball. Passes. Kidd launches from beyond the arc. Gets back iron and out.
Kidd comes away empty, but he's played pretty well on that. I'm not surprised he missed it. The Timberwolves
Will take their very last timeout. Brandon has it. Kidd with the personal. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Kittle with the personal. That's his 1st foul of the game.
You can usually count on this guy to make his free throws, Bob, but if he fails to sink the ball here, he leaves his team very vulnerable to their opponents.
He gets the 1st of 2. He gets them both. The Nets will take their very last timeout. Jefferson with the inbound. Kidd dishes it off. Passes it. Kittles launches from beyond the arc. Doesn't get the bucket. He gets the first of two. He's off on the second. The Nets have the rock. They're 3 out of their last 6 from the floor. Launches from beyond the arc. Gets right iron. No good. That's the end of the ball game. Your final score, 38-33. And it's time for us to say goodbye. Thanks for joining us. Make sure you catch SportsCenter so you can stay on top of the latest news in the sports world. Check your local listings for the correct time and channel. That's on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.
Clark Dishman here with the ESPN postgame show. Let's get started. The T-Wolves come away with a narrow 5-point win over the Nets. They now move to 9-5 on the year. The T-Wolves decided to take the ball into the paint tonight for some easy scoring opportunities, and it worked. The scoreboard tells the story here. Kevin Garnett finished the game with a total of 12 points and 2 steals. He's our ESPN Player of the Game. Terrific performance. And that's all we have for you tonight. I'm Clark Dishman. We'll see you next game.